champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete!
History makers! For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Typical City, another watch along in the making. Let's be having it. Citizens taking on the bees, the bumblebees. Let's hope they do not have a sting in their tail, but they are a very decent side that we need to be absolutely, do take these lots seriously, because it's going to be a difficult game today with Visa and Mbeumo up front. There's some power, there's some pace, and there's goals up front for Brentford, and we have to be careful of that. I don't want to see that Ipswich situation. Even though we dominated the game and we won 4-1, going 1-0 down, I don't want to see it. I do not want to see it. I really want a strong clean sheet today, and now there's been a lot of changes to the formation, which I'll get onto shortly as well. The back line has completely changed in terms of only one of the back three that's been predominantly playing this season remains, and I imagine he's playing on the left side rather than the right side. That's Akanji, of course. So there's changes. Rico Lewis is still playing as well. Let's just get into it. I've said enough now. I've given enough clues as if you don't know already. But Edison in goal. Walker, Stones and Akanji are what I'm putting down as the back three, with Stones being the central of the three. I'm imagining in this situation. Could be Akanji and you could see Stones out on the left. That is a realistic possibility. Kovacic keeps hold of his spot. And you saw me in my preview. If you watched it, you'll have seen me just toying with the idea of playing Rodri and not knowing what to do. I didn't know what to do. I thought Kovacic certainly doesn't deserve to be dropped, but we're talking about Rodri, so I have no problem with the fact that Kovacic is playing, though. Going off recent form of what he's been playing like lately is absolutely brilliant. So I'm really pleased that he's kept his spot, and it shows the faith that Pep has in him and the squad on the whole, which is great news. And these changes are great news for City if we win the game. If we don't win the game, there'll be fingers pointed at Pep saying, why did he change the back line so aggressively? I know why he's done it. It's because of the games that are coming up with Inter Milan and Arsenal round the corner. Rico Lewis maintains his position. Again, I imagine he's pushing in and out of that midfield. Gundogan, which is a few comments in the preview were demanding, where's Gundogan? Well, where's Gundogan? He's in the starting 11. So I'm pleased with that. I mean, again, that's an indication that I think he's got one eye on Inter Milan and he's got one eye on Arsenal. I think that's why you're seeing Walker and Stones and resting Rodri, who's completely fit now, played an hour against Switzerland. So I thought he could have been thrown in today, but not to be the case. Gundogan and De Bruyne, I imagine, are going to be pushing and shoving between that number 10 role behind Erling Haaland, who is up front for Manchester City. Grealish gets his spot, and I think it was Hots Hits, who's a regular on this channel, who made the suggestion in the comment section that it should be Grealish on the left. And going off the international form, I have no problem with Grealish in that starting 11 for me. The way he played in for England, he looked like he had a point to prove. He's obviously working his socks off in training still, because Pep's picking him. And he's picking him in a Premier League game to start the game on the left-hand side for Manchester City. And on the other side, it is Savinho. So I'm pleased with the team. I really am. Let's have a look at you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying. Good to see you all in the chat. You picked the right mouse. I've got 2 mice here in front of me. But Church of the Poison Mind was in here nice and early with his typical prediction of 6-0, which is a standard procedure for Church. Good to see you, Douglas. Hope you're doing good, mate. And I absolutely agree with what you've said as well. Michael, your prediction of the starting 11 shows just how Pep is too unpredictable. I echo your thoughts, my friend, absolutely. Because that's a good thing to me. I don't see that as a bad thing. I like the fact that it's not second-guessing fans like us. Yeah, it's a problem for us, but it's equally a problem for the manager in the opposition dugout. They've got the same problem. It's like, if I'm the opposition manager today, I'm thinking he's going to go with the same 11 that has been winning the first 3 games of the season. Maybe throw Rodri in. That was my predicted starting 11 for this game, and he's just absolutely thrown that out of the window. So a lot of changes in there, and that's a good thing to me. That's a good thing. Lucian's gone 2-0. Presumably, yeah, home side, you've put that on, yeah. So 2-0 to City, you've gone for that. Ben says, hello, good to see you, Ben. Izan, I'm good, mate, and you've gone 5-0 City. Douglas has gone 3-1. Ryan, good to see you. Southampton are embarrassing. They did fall apart, didn't they? But I tell you what, quietly, it might sound stupid. It might sound stupid, mate. But that was a good result for the longevity of the problems at Manchester United. That prolongs Erik ten Hag's reign as Manchester United manager. I loved it last season when they would lose a game, and it was like, oh, he's this close to getting sacked. This close. And then he wins a game, keeps his job. You know what I mean? Another week has been banked by Erik ten Hag. He's got another week at Manchester United. Because if he loses that game today, I'm pretty certain he gets sacked. Sharpish as well. I'll be surprised if he makes it till Christmas with the run of form that Erik ten Hag's been on. But if he keeps pulling out results like that, which is like expected, it's like, oh, well done for beating Southampton 3-0. I mean, they missed a penalty to start with. Let's have it straight. Southampton should have been 1-0 up. But United claw their way back into some sort of level of respectability. I don't think there's anything to worry about there from United's performance. I thought they were bang average once again, and they were a bit fortunate to go certainly 2-0 up after that penalty situation. But never mind, moving on. Who cares about them rags? Timmy, good to see you, as well as Aaron as well. He's gone 6-0 as well. Bloody hell. Good to see you, Jeff, mate. Big up to Jeff. Without Jeff, we would not be watching this watch-along. Well, I wouldn't be watching this watch-along. Anyway, Jeff's gone 4-1. Good to see you, Jeff, mate. And James as well. Pearl, going 1-0 down is grim. 100%, absolutely. Hope that does not happen today. Love this midfield, though, Jeff's saying. Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? You got a bit of age in there, to be honest. I must admit, there's not that much mobility. I wouldn't say there's much speed, but there's an unreal amount of technicality, an unreal amount of quality and know-how, experience. You could call the age experience, but that is an ageing midfield with Kovacic, Gundogan and De Bruyne. But like I said, full of technical ability, full of experience, so you'd think they'd win this game really with that midfield. And Lewis is the engine, isn't he? He's the spring chicken in that midfield that keeps them going. But yeah, my voice has already gone a bit today because I was managing my lad's football team this morning, and you have to shout, not nastily at them because they're 7 years old, you know what I mean? But you have to shout for them to hear you because the other parents are speaking and stuff, and for them to hear you have to shout. So I've lost my voice a little bit, but I should be all right. Just seen that fourth kit, by the way. I don't know, am I the only one who thinks that looks absolutely shite? Like, I hate it. I think it's ugly as arse. It's ugly, man. I really do not like it at all. I don't know what it is about it. This just doesn't seem right. It looks like an infant's shirt. Do you know what I mean? It looks like you'd get a 2-year-old to wear to a party or something like that. Like some silly, colourful shirt just to make them feel good. I don't know. It looks like a packet of Nurofen or something like that. It looks like a medication box. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And what I don't like is the fact that they're wearing it against Inter Milan, reportedly. And I think that is bang out of order, because it's a home game. And as much as the club is growing, the club is turning into this global entity, this worldwide recognised industry. We're a business, and I understand that, and it's all about making money. But there are lines that are being crossed at Manchester City Football Club in the last couple of months that I think are unacceptable. First of all, which I kept quiet about, I didn't say anything about it, to be honest, because I wanted to see what would actually happen, and they've done an absolute U-turn on it, was the... no one here cares about it. I mean, if you're not at the game or you don't go to the games, you're not really that bothered about it. But, I mean, you are bothered about it from the sense that the image that it gives the club is going from not charging disabled fans for parking, for getting a parking seat, to charging disabled fans and then doing a U-turn on it, saying it was always the plan, I think that was a little bit embarrassing from Manchester City, and I think that was poor. To then say we're not wearing our home kit at a home match. We are Manchester City. We wear blue, and we have done for years. 100 years, well, nearly 100, 100 years now, isn't it? Because obviously we were St. Mark's. Before that we used to wear black. But let's have it right. We wear blue. We wear blue at home, okay? And the fact that they're popping on the fourth kit, as if we're 1, 2, 3, fourth kit for a home match, just to market it, to get it to seen by the world, I think is bang out of order, and I don't agree with that. And I haven't really gotten involved in the whole fan stuff, because I've had there's Ashley, I think his name Ashley Roberts, who's one of the regulars on this channel. Big up to him, by the way. He messaged me and asked me to do some stuff, but I've not done it because I don't go to the games anymore. But he asked me to talk about the plans at the ground and where the singing sections should be. As someone who now doesn't go to the games, but previously being a season ticket holder for 32 years, I care about it still, because it's still a home of mine that I used to go to for 32 fucking years. So of course I care about it, but as someone who doesn't go now, I feel a bit cocky to be preaching at what the stadium should or should not be doing when I'm no longer I no longer go there. So I feel that would be a bit cocky of me to get involved in that argument, but I still have an opinion on it, and wearing the home kit for me is an absolute must. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, moving on. The club's done. The club very rarely do things wrong, in my opinion. I have a lot of respect for Manchester City, and the way the club is run is normally incredible. Its normal standards are fantastic, but I was disappointed in the last couple of months, I must admit. But anyway, the predicted starting 11 here on the screen in front of me is putting Rico Lewis at left back with a flat back four. Walker right back, Stones and Akanji in the middle, and Rico Lewis left back with, and then a 4-3-3 is what they're going for, with Kovacic, De Bruyne and Gundogan. That could work. I just going off what Pep's been doing this season, I'll be surprised. Got my eyes, some dust in my eye, but going well itchy. But the teams are out. The game's about to get underway, and I've got a piece of crap in my eye, which is perfect. Exactly what you need at the start of a game. Yeah. Good to see you, Jax. You agree as well. I think a few people are in agreement with me. It is a bit of a stupid kit. I agree. And it will hurt their eyes. Yeah, exactly. But Brentford team. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, Brentford team. Ayer, Vandenberg. I've got it disappeared in my screen, but I've got it here in front of me. Vandenberg, Nathan Collins, Ethan Pinnock, Christopher Ayer, and Keane Lewis Potter, I imagine, are the back five. Ayer could be on the right side, Vandenberg could be in the middle. Vandenberg has played right back before, so I've put him as a right wing back. I could probably wrong here, to be honest. Ayer tends to be the one that drifts out wide, so it could be Ayer on the right wing side. Either way, I'm pretty sure it's going to be five at the back for Brentford. In the middle, Mikkel Damsgaard, Chris Norgard and Vitaly Janelt as the three, and then front two of Brian Mbuemo and Yohan Wissa, which are the two we really, really need to be careful of. I need to go and get an antihistamine because I've got some dirt in my eye. I need to sort that out. But yeah, game's about to get underway, so no time for antihistamines. My eye's just going to have to suffer. What are your predictions, Blues? I've seen a few already. Nick's gone 4-0. I'll take that, mate. Fucking hell, 2-0. Oh, Travis. You're a bundle of joy, aren't you? Oh, Travis. You are a glass half empty kind of guy, aren't you? And that's the old school Manchester City in you. I have a feeling you are 30 plus years old for that level of result. I'm almost certain you're above 30 for that. That's definitely the old school. Typical City mentality is creeping in there, mate. Definitely. But good to see you, Travis. Hope you're good. Captain Rex. What? It's getting even fucking worse. Jesus Christ. Oh, he's retracted it. But look at that. I caught you, mate. I caught you. That's staying on the screen the whole game now, mate. The whole game. You retracted it. You tried your best to get rid of the evidence. Look at him trying to... The cookie crumble trail was left behind of evidence of your oozing negativity on this stream with a 3-1 loss, but message retracted, and I caught it. I was like, caught it like a ninja, mate. Boom, on the screen it goes. Have that. 3-1 loss. Sorry, mate. And now I can't get rid of it, but what I can do is pop that on the screen. Big up to Jeff. Big up to Jonny for the typical City away kit. I'm glad you got it, mate, and for trusting me to see his home address on the package. Yeah, City 4. Fucking watch it, Jeff. I'm moving soon anyway, so it won't matter. But the game's about to get underway. And I have forgotten the clock, so I need to be lightning quick with this. Oh, I've fucking fucked it again. Oh, have I done it in time? Have I done it? Let's hope this works. Game's underway as well. Kick-off and the clock has started. Boom. Jesus, man. This whole app is dedicated to the clock for this game. There's a whole app for it. So I didn't even have it open. Completely unprofessional here on Typical City. But I went boom, boom, opened it and then did all the settings like rapido. And then Brentford are in here. Fucking hell already. Back post. And it's cleared off the line already. And it's 1-0 Brentford. Fuck me. Fuck me in the arse. Visa's scored already. Can you fucking believe it? What is going on at the back? Question marks already about the selection. Pep's absolutely changed this back line. Completely changed it. And all of a sudden, we're 1-0 down. Exactly what I said should not happen. Nothing silly, lads. Like the Ipswich game. And we're 1-0 down already. 1-0 down already. And this is not a fucking joke, by the way. Fucking hell. It's a deep ball from Ayer, back post, nodded back across by Vitali. Poor defending by John Stones and Edison between the two of them. Let's have a look. Oh, that's shite. Between the two of them, John Stones and Edison, you've got to talk. Oh, John Stones, that's ugly, mate. That is ugly. Oh, mate. What a fucking start. John Stones, mate, you've got to clear that. What are you doing, mate? I think Edison's either shouted and put him off. Take control of the situation there, Stones. Get your foot through it, clear it. The ball's nodded across the 6-yard box. No trouble at this situation because either John Stones side foots and clears it or Edison collects the ball and we start again, go again. But between the two of them, Edison jumps out at it. John Stones seems to go for it but then changes mind at the last millisecond and miskicks it completely. Doesn't go anywhere where it should do. Just goes up in the air over Edison and over John Stones back towards the back post where the original cross came from. And Visa's just there waiting for the ball to come back and nods it into an empty net. Oh, that's shite, man. That's really pissed me off. 1-0 Brentford. What a... That's really annoying. John Stones is giving it away again. Get your head on, mate. Get your head screwed on, John Stones, because you've been thrown into a Premier League game, mate, and you do not look ready. You do not look ready. That's 2 mistakes in the space of 2 minutes. And one of them's cost us a goal. Sort it out. Oh, mate, I thought we were walking this game. Deep down, I'm incredibly confident in this game. But that is a nightmare start. That is. And this is not a team that you want to do that against because we never comfortably beat Brentford. You know, when we go 1-0 down against Ipswich. What is going on here? Brentford have all the space in the world in midfield. Kevin De Bruyne is pressing incredibly high here. And Norgard has got so much space. The press is ugly here. And we're not pressing at all, to be honest. We're letting Flecken have the ball and he's giving it... Well, He's found Lewis Potter down here and he's going long again. Akanji's got to clear it and here come Brentford again looking for a second. And Buemo's in and Buemo's going to make it 2. Oh, Rico Lewis gets back just in time. Rico Lewis. Fucking hell, Blues. What the fuck is this? What am I witnessing here? 3 minutes and we don't even look like we've got out of bed yet. Wake up. Fucking hell. This is insane what I'm seeing here. They don't look like... None of them are sprinting. Kovacic, he's your man. Get on him. De Bruyne, he's your man. Grealish, close him down. How much... This is astonishing what I'm seeing here. Like, they don't look like ready for the game. What am I witnessing? They look shell-shocked. They look shell-shocked at the 1-0 down and Brentford don't... They look ready for this. Ah, come on, Blues. We've got to turn this round. We've got to G them up. We've got to go again. Pep, get on the touchline. Start shouting some instructions, get some positive energy onto that pitch because they do not look good. There you go, De Bruyne. That's the first sprint from a Manchester City player. 4 minutes in and you've decided to sprint. You know. Isa, good to see you, mate. And that is a disaster. With yeah, if you found my face. Oh yeah, that's it, members. If you want to become a member of Typical City, you can find the link in the description below. You'll gain access to some emojis that you can use. Most of them are City players. One of them is Jeff, because Jeff is a legend around here. And one of them is my stupid face that I've added. I don't know what... I can't even see what it says. It's me doing like something stupid. I don't know what it is, but City have won the ball back. Rico now. It's got to be quicker than this, though. The ball, we can't accept what we're 1-0 down. The tempo's already got to be higher. You've already caused your own problems, Manchester City, so we've got to respond now, and passing the ball around at a pedestrian tempo is not what we do. We've got to go up the ante a little bit. We've got to go again. Akanji now. Kovacic. Look how deep they are. Look how deep and packed that Brentford box is, and they've got something to hang on to now. Savinho with a right foot cross straight into the hands of Flecken. Jeff and Jonny. Triple Jonny. Half Scottish and half Travis. It should have been 2-0, by the way. It should have been 2-0. And Buemo took his time to get that shot away. Rico Lewis got back just in time. Rico Lewis again getting involved in... Wow, lovely from Rico. Great play from Rico Lewis again. De Bruyne holds it up because Haaland was offside. He's trying to keep the ball, but he's taking too long on it there. But the ball's broken kindly to Jack Grealish, who's going down the left-hand side into the penalty area. Cross is easy to deal with. And Brentford should get this away. Oh, mate. This is a killer. This is a killer. What a terrible start this is. Ball given away. Kyle Walker intercepts. Kovacic now bringing forward. A little bit more tempo. Looks good. Sloppy from Kovacic, but De Bruyne's got it onto the edge of the area. Keep going. Oh, the ball's been taken away from him. De Bruyne looked like he was going to break through then, but what the fuck? 1-on-1, and Buemo is 1-on-1. Send Wisa through. Edison comes out. Brilliant from Edison, but he's off his line. He's off his line. They choose not to go long. I thought they were going to shoot into an empty goal there, but Edison with a sweeper-keeper roll keeps City in the game. Akanji, last-ditch defending at the back. What are they doing? It's not like they've got two at the back. The problem last season was how often we sent Gvardiol forward and Walker forward. That was always the problem. There is no excuse to be getting hit in a one-on-one situation on counter-attacking situations with a flat back three, with none of that three coming forward. The three should keep us a solid flat line and move across that shape, in that shape. They should not be getting caught out in this situation. Walker's committed. A simple 1-2 that you teach 10-year-olds, and he's been done. Kyle Walker, Lewis Potter coming down the left-hand side. He's beaten Walker. Cross goes back post. Acres of space. Nodded across from Buemo. And an overhead kick. He missed it. Got away with it. Could have been 3-0. Fucking hell, City. What are we doing here? Just like Pep said, the season starts now, is it? Right. Well, fucking sort it out then. Because those 3 games have gone out of the window for me. That form in 7 minutes, how quickly you can destroy form. Just look at the state of this performance from them. 8 minutes of football has been disastrous. It's a corner ball to Brentford. Fucking hell. Kyle Walker getting done with a simple 1-2 on the halfway line. I don't know what Pep's thinking, bringing Walker and Stones into a Premier League game. You play your form team. He's changed too much. That back line has been uprooted. Corner ball to Brentford. Not going to take it quickly, are they? They're taking the time. Ball in. Near post. Fucking hell! It's cleared off the line! Kevin De Bruyne with a miss-hit, should have simple clearance at the near post. Honestly, what am I seeing here? Fucking hell, Flecken nearly got caught on the ball by De Bruyne. The corner was shite from Brentford, so you're thinking, all right, straight to De Bruyne. Here comes City, though, the other way. Ball fed into Kevin De Bruyne down to the left side. De Bruyne back post, clear. Oh, Flecken! A little bit of miscommunication there between Ayer and Flecken, but eventually it gets into the hands of Flecken. But the previous corner at the other end of the pitch, corner comes in. You're thinking De Bruyne clear it, mate. It's onto your foot. Oh, no, he's on his head. He was on his head. He was trying to go for it, but he went for it like he could get it, and he was nowhere near it, and it caused mayhem. And then it was a save, a good save from Edison, one you expect him to make, but it could have quite easily gone through his legs. Nathan Collins with a right foot, side foot, on the volley, just guides it towards Edison's goal, and Edison just sort of like drops to his knees, blocks it from going between his legs, to make it what could have been 4-0 at this point. Brentford could have had 4 goals in 9 minutes. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not sensationalising this. This is shite from Manchester City. 10 minutes and it's absolutely... We've walked on with complacency, with arrogance, with the assumption that this game is won. You have not done jack shit to earn this arrogance in this season yet. You've got to earn it. You've got to earn it. And this is nowhere near good enough, man. 10 minutes. Sort it out. And it's the back line. And I'm pointing the finger at Pep because there's so much rustiness in there. Fucking hell. Section 20 rushed. Good to see you, mate. Oh, Section 20 rushed home for this. Come on, boys. Keep it at 1-0 for a bit. Keep it at 1-0. You know what I mean? I'm not saying going up the other end and get an equaliser. I'm saying calm it down, relax. Let's get back into some shape, get some rhythm, get back into the game. I'd take 1-0 at half-time. Pep, sort it out at half-time and we'll beat him in the second half. Anything more than this, 1-0 becomes 2-0, we could be dropping points today. While Arsenal, without Declan Rice, Walker to the byline, cuts it back, nearly falls over, and then he tries to get a toe on it and does nothing with it really in the end. But Arsenal playing Spurs tomorrow without Odegaard, without Declan Rice. I still think Arsenal will win. But do you want to be giving them confidence going into a North London derby, dropping points, giving them the opportunity to get back on level points with us, or even worse, overtake us if the scoreline remains like this and they win, they overtake us? How the season, 4 games in, has completely changed. Brentford at the back, though, looking a bit shaky. When that ball goes into their area, there's not that much quality in their back line, but we've barely threatened their goal. It's been all Brentford so far. Kevin De Bruyne with a lovely switch ball out to Jack Grealish. Great touch from Jackie Boy. Jackie Boy into his left foot. He dinks it. Oh, and it's a corner ball. Good effort that from Jack Grealish. Good ball from Kevin De Bruyne. Hey, appreciate that. Abdallah, I appreciate that, man. Fans shocked at how bad our defence is. Well, I'm shocked at the changes more than how bad they're playing badly. They aren't bad. But they're certainly playing badly at the minute. There's no two ways about it. The changes from Pep are not working, to put it politely. But it's a corner ball to City. Can we respond? Kevin De Bruyne with this awful, awful corner. It went over everybody. Gundogan did his best to try and keep it alive by nodding it back across the face of goal, but he had no chance of keeping that in play, and it's gone straight out for a goal kick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Don't forget to hit the like button if you've just joined. Nearly 100 likes, and there's nearly 400 of you watching. If we could get to 100, that would be fantastic. Please help me grow this community, and let's see City get some goals in this fucking game, because we need them. Because we need them. Jesus Christ. I didn't expect this in the slightest. The sloppiness. It looks slow. Look at Kovacic and look at the movement. Look at the movement in the midfield. You've got Kovacic who's jogging about, Lewis and Gundogan. It's just very slow, and Brentford don't have to move to stop this. It's just gently going across to the left side, gently going across. The best thing we've seen so far is that De Bruyne switch to Jack Grealish a couple of minutes ago, and it stretched Brentford. It worked. But since then and before then, it's pretty slow and sluggish. Jack Grealish now. Left side, one-on-one with Aya. Gets that ball to Rico, back to him. Rico on the corner of the edge of the area. Akanji looking at someone to pass to. Sprays it out to Savinho all the way on this right-hand side. 2 Brentford players straight over. De Bruyne's first time ball into the box is cleared. Looked a good one though. Got the right angle on it, just not the right height. Savinho going one-on-one. He's got 3 Brentford defenders to beat here. Goes back to De Bruyne. The ball is deflected. Out for a corner. City looking to turn the screw a little bit. Up in the ante a little bit. Looking a bit better. Taking control of this game. Oh, Jesus. Good to see you, Jan. Jan, we're not just losing. We're getting a bit of a beating. Until the first 10 minutes at least, it's been a disaster. It really has. Ball in. Flecken with the clearance. Punches it clear. De Bruyne wins the ball back. That's going to be a foul, though. It is. Goes into the back of Mbuemo with his shoulder. Wasn't shoulder to shoulder, was shoulder to back, so I can see why he's giving it. Yeah, he went into his back. It's got to be shoulder to shoulder, hasn't it? That could be a good shout. Considering that he's that one player that is always lively, isn't he? He's always lively. You can never question Phil Foden. He's like a busybody. And we need that. There's no energy in this midfield, and it was a concern for me. And now we're 1-0 down. This game is screaming for energy. Because Brentford can just quite simply just keep it simple now, and there's nothing to worry about. Why is John Stones committing there? What am I seeing from him? What's happened to him? That's fucking schoolboy shite. He committed about 20 yards into the Brentford area. He's meant to be the central centre-back. What is he doing there? Committing to and he didn't even fucking win it. If you're going for it, you take the ball. And if you don't take the ball, you take the man. And give away a free kick or something. That was suicide defending that. Savinho, though, looking lively. Down the line to the byline for Kevin De Bruyne. Across the face of goal, and it's cleared for another. Let's see where it lands. Could be a corner, could be a throw-in. Didn't see where it landed. But John Stones, mate. Jesus. It was about 10 yards inside their half with Walker and Akanji and Lewis all in a nice line. John Stones just goes, fuck it, I'm going for it. Commits to a completely stupid short corner, taken quickly. Back to Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, and it's saved by Flecken again. Fucking Flecken. Piss off, Mark Flecken. He remembers that. Oh, he's offside as well. Kevin De Bruyne, casual. Nice. You can see what they're trying there, but De Bruyne was well offside. Yeah, look at that. It was a quick corner routine that was off the training ground. He fired it straight towards the goal, but the Gundogan had come short to Kevin De Bruyne, and he tries a little back heel Gundogan back into De Bruyne's path, who's sprinting back to chase his pass almost. But he was offside, De Bruyne. The Brentford defence moved out when that happened, and they're coming away with it down this right-hand side. They're in business here, and the ball to Edison's thankfully cleared by Edison. It was over hit. It was a poor ball. But it was a real opportunity down that right-hand side for Janelt to whip it across Manchester City's defence. Lewis is playing left-back, by the way. So that starting 11 does seem to be the correct one. So he's inverting from left-back, Rico Lewis, rather than right-back, which was understandable. But he's playing in defensive midfield when we have the ball. So he is still getting forward. Kovacic is having a difficult game here, Kovacic. He looks very isolated. They're getting players either side of him very well. We're struggling here. There's something tactically wrong here. They're getting that ball to the touchlines very easily and with space. If you look at the right wing now, look where Lewis is. He's got two men to mark. And one of them's right on the wing. Walker should win that. He does. Savinho nods it in play to Kovacic. Kovacic with space to bring it into. Bounce pass off Kevin De Bruyne. Jack Grealish now. Lovely touch from Jack Grealish. Is he onside? He is. A couple of Brentford hands went in the air. But it's still on. Kyle Walker now, edge of the area, into De Bruyne. It's broken to Haaland. Haaland with the right foot makes it 1-1. We're back in the game and we do not deserve it, but I'll fucking take it. Erling Haaland is the difference maker in this side. Get that ball back on the fucking centre circle and do something about this, because this has been shite so far and we are very lucky to be at 1-1. Haaland, 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 and that is why Erling Haaland is never to be doubted. What a fucking player. One chance, one moment, and it's 1-1. Fuck me. Lovely finish from Erling Haaland. Bit fortunate how it even broke to him, but he doesn't give a shit. He just takes it into his path. Turns, swivels, a bit of deflection, but it's 1-1. We don't deserve it, but you take it, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Good bit of play from Kyle Walker to pass it inside to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne turned inside the penalty area, got tackled, to be honest, and the ball broke off him into a bit of space where Haaland was on his right foot. And Brentford are in again. How many fucking warning signs do you need, City? Visa, he's cut it across. Edison's got to win it, and he does. He's shite, this is. This defence is shite. The spaces. What? I'm going to lose my shit. John Stones is marauding down the right wing. What am I seeing from him? Why is he here? He's just ambling back into his position. Pep's screaming at him. Pep's having a word with him as well down there. Fucking too right. I mean, Pep, mate, you put him on the pitch. Jack Grealish now. Tackled. Fucking John Stones coming down the right wing. Hey, listen, by the way, I love John Stones, but he's getting a beating off me today and he deserves it. He fucking deserves it. I am not holding back for when I'm call it out when I see it. Do you know what I mean? I'm as positive as I want to be, but that was this 20 minutes from John Stones has been awful. Ugly. How quickly they came. You're thinking, right, we got fortunate, we're back in the game, 1-1, brilliant. Brilliant. You'd think, control the ball now, consider it 0-0, start the game again, mentally, start the game again, and let's go. But fucking hell. Anyway, sorry, I missed the super chat. Look serious, appreciate the super chat. First of all, thank you very much. Well played, Manuel Akanji there, holding off on Buemo. Defence has been shaky for a while now. What's happening? The changes. I mean, against Ipswich, I thought we were defensively okay. I felt I did my match analysis after that game, my player ratings, and the reason why Ipswich scored was actually Kovacic losing, not closing down, doing the counter press job in their half, and it created a huge bit of space for for Ipswich to get into. After that, there was virtually nothing wrong with the way City defended, but they had very little defending to do. Ipswich were pretty toothless, to be honest. Now we've got a bit of a team. We've got a couple of forwards here that want to play football. Do you know what I mean? They're ballers. They want to have a go at us. You should be aware of that. You should be ready for that. And they're clearly not. And Pep, I know what he's doing. He's thinking about Inter Milan. He's thinking about Arsenal. He wants Ruben Diaz. He wants Gvardiol, and that's the main one. I understand that. Bringing on someone to rest Gvardiol because of Nathan Ake's injury, I get that. That makes sense to me. Just that one. It shouldn't have been John Stones though. I feel like Ruben Diaz should have played this game, because that solidity in the middle is something that he controls everyone around him. He's a speaker. You know what I mean? He's a leader, Ruben Diaz. John Stones is really, really struggled. He's at it again. John Stones. He just got bypassed. Come on, Blues. Come on. Akanji now. Coming forward down the left-hand side. Kovacic. Walker now. The game's slowed down, which is a good thing, to be honest. Lewis. Look how deep they are. Look at their shape. But it's like a spring trap. If you look at their shape now, it's 5-3-2 in perfect formation, Brentford. Perfect formation. And that 2 is just ready to pounce in a moment's notice. Ball being knocked around nicely in midfield by City. Kovacic and Gundogan. Savinho now. Come on. Oh, he's giving it away. Oh, he's nearly won it back. He has won it back. Well done, Savinho. Down by the corner flag here. He's got the ball onto his left foot. Looking to beat the fullback. Looking to go one-on-one. Goes back to Walker, though. Walker inside to Kovacic. Fucking Erling Haaland. 8 goals already. The guy's a piss-take, isn't he? Absolutely. He is a cheat code, isn't he? Savinho into the box. Twisting. Turning. Good ball to Akanji in space. Grealish, a bit of space. One-on-one this time with Aya. Back to Akanji, though. City getting closer and closer here. John Stones. Jesus. Walker giving it away. John Stones just about there, and he has to kick it out for a throw-in between the two of them, mate. Hey, Walker did well for the goal, by the way. He passed it inside to Kevin De Bruyne. It was a good decision. it amounted to a goal, so Walker had a good bit of play involved there, but seriously, some of the defending I've seen from Kyle Walker, the one-on-one at the halfway line, John Stones for the goal, first of all, and 3 or 4 incidents since then, I mean... Sloppy from Brentford, though. Nathan Collins with a throw-in, and it's gone straight out off JanElt. But Damsgaard is causing us problems down that right-hand side as well. They're looking to expose Rico Lewis, I think. So a lot of their play is come down that right wing. The original goal was a cross from the right-hand side, if you remember, even though it was nodded back the other way. But Rico Lewis has got a game on his hands here as well, because he's getting moved out of position. And he's got the difficult job of getting into midfield and then out of midfield. De Bruyne now, left foot shot, drive, oh! Just past the post from Kevin De Bruyne. What an effort that was, mate. What an effort. Oh, I don't know about that, mate. We'll have to wait and see. I think City will approach the game differently. I like to think so. I mean, switching on. This is what I said in my preview. These are the games that bother me. Because it's up here. It's the mentality of it. Oh, it's just Brentford. You don't ever need to worry about Arsenal or Chelsea. You can worry about the result. Just the motivation, never a problem. The players are so fired up to play Arsenal, and Gundogan's going to get booked there. And Brentford are coming away with it. Damsgaard bringing it forward with Visa straight ahead of him, and Buemo's ran across him. It's Aya into the box. Akanji blocks it, corner ball. Fucking hell. Jeff, thank you very much for the super chat. Jeff, Gundo with a back post goal for old time's sake in the 28th minute. Better get on with it, mate, because we're defending the corner right now. But I appreciate the super chat, mate. And Jan, you're a legend, Jan. Thank you very much, Jan. Appreciate that. Who got it? Stefan's got it. Big up, Stefan. Corner ball to defend. Fucking hell. City. And Buemo to take it. It's a good one. It's in. It's into the box. And it's cleared by Edison half-heartedly, but it's going to come back as well. Sorry, Nathan Collins now. City have forced them back a little bit, but they're planning for the ball to come back in again. City are trying to get some defensive shape. This game has been even. It's been even, and that's alarming. Last team to beat us at the Etihad 2 years ago. The last team to beat Manchester City in 90 minutes was 2 years ago, and it was fucking Brentford. And they're in business here. Akanji, snap him. Smash him. Well, I didn't even need to do that. What? Is he saying that's a foul? Linesman did a little bit of a shake. It's just a throw-in, mate. Well, his fucking arm just spasmed. I don't know what the fuck that was, but the linesman went with his flag. It's a throw-in, mate. To Brentford. Jeff's changed to 29. Ball in from Brentford, back post. All the space in the fucking world. And Edison tips it over. It was Pinnock at the back post. Edison's not happy. I think he didn't save it. It might have said it hit the bar. But, I mean, if you're letting that hit the bar, what are you doing? He let it hit the bar. I'd say, yeah, it's a corner. To save your blushes. As a goalkeeper, you're going, yeah, I'm leaving it, lads, leaving it. Okay, you knew it was going over, but you let it hit the fucking bar, mate. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't that far away. And it should not be a corner. He did not touch it. It did hit the bar and did not touch Edison, but still, I'd be like, yeah, it was a corner. I got fingertips on it. Great save by me. But yeah, anyway, Brentford corner that should never have been, and it's cleared by Edison this time, but it's going to be Mbuemo. Thought about the shot. It's gone out to Aya. Pinnock now. And he's gone all the way back to Mr. Flacken, who's well out of his goal here, and he's going to boot it back into the danger zone, over the top of everybody. Between the two of you have let it bounce. Kyle Walker and John Stones letting an 80-yard pass bounce. That is the sort of shit you teach fucking kids, man. Don't let it bounce. I feel like I'm speaking to my lad. You meet the ball. Meet the ball. Don't let it bounce. Just watching the ball fucking come down and then letting it bounce. Amateur defending a fucking amateur hour. This is amateur half hour anyway. Fucking sort it out. Long ball over the top. Right, John Stones, mate. Oh, look. I don't know what I'm seeing here. What's he doing? I don't even know what position John Stones is playing in. Because he's coming forward at random moments that do not call for it. I'd get Ruben Diaz back on. Oh, fucking hell. Gundogan. Gundogan's not been involved in this game at all, by the way. I know we love him, the guy's back, but let's call it what it is. The Gundogan's been anonymous in this game. I'm surprised he's not been booked, by the way, because he pulled one of their players down and the referee gave advantage, but even so, I'd go back and book him for that if I was the referee, because he was like holding on to his arm and he didn't go back and book him. I'll take it, no worries. But got away with that one. Akanji man on, and Mbuemo's on your case, gets it back to Ederson. We're hanging on. We haven't created anything since we've gone 1-1. It's been dead since 1-1. You'd think, oh, the pendulum has swung. Manchester City are back in the game, 1-1. It was luck. We got lucky to make it 1-1. It was luck. It broke, fortunately, to the most lethal finisher on the planet. And he put it in the back of the net like he always does. Going long here for Erling Haaland. If he wins this, we're in. Erling Haaland's 1-on-1. Erling Haaland. Ah! It's 2-1. Haaland, 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 Haaland. And that is the best player, the best finisher on the fucking planet. And I can't believe we have fucking got 2 goals in a half an hour of shite from Manchester City. Absolutely dire from Manchester City. The midfield has been anonymous. The defence has been all over the place. But 2 chances for the best finisher on the planet. 1 long ball over the top for Ederson to chase. Ederson's got himself an assist. Pinnock with some pathetic defending after Erling Haaland uses his strength and he dinks it over Flecken to make it 2-1. The guy is single-handedly dragging us through this game. Erling Haaland, you're a fucking phenom, mate. What an absolute legend of a player. Oh, mate. The finish as well. Duplicate of his goal at West Ham. Exactly the same finish. Little feint. Dinks it over Flecken to make it 2-1. Never in a million years should we be 2-1 up in this game. Never in a million years. Tell you what, it's good because my lad played football this morning. We lost 7-5. Got a hat-trick. He played well. Did really, really well. But we didn't deserve to lose the game. I felt like Brentford. You know what I mean? 7-5. 4-0 down as well we went. Turned it round. Anyway. Fucking hell, we're winning the game. How are we winning the game? Big up, Jan. Thank you very much for the super chat. Much love, Jan. Thank you very much. Thank God Haaland didn't take personal time out. Oh, yeah, by the way, I've not even mentioned that. The guy's struggling mentally. The guy, and he's laid it on for Grealish. Make it 3. Oh, it's nearly 3. Tried to do the unselfish thing to cut it across the face of goal for Gundogan, who was waiting, and it was a good bit of defending in the end to clear it, and did well not to put it in his own net. But Haaland, again, sending it through to Jack Grealish, and well done, Jan, for reminding me what the actual mental situation is for Erling Haaland is right now, because the guy's just lost a loved one, and he's come onto the pitch and shown more fucking mental attitude than the other 10 players that are feeling, someone may be feeling something. We can't judge players on what they may be thinking or not thinking, but we know what Erling Haaland is going through right now, and he's put the ball in the back of the net twice. That's a fucking example to be set. It's Savinho! Oh, and it's cleared right into the bollocks of Nathan Collins. You do not play... Hey, fuck off, ref. He stopped the game for a bollock smash. No, I'm not having that, ref. I'm losing my shit in this game because this game is just an awful game of football to watch if you're a City fan. I mean, 2-1 up, I'm not complaining at that, but it's just the... You can't be stopping the game for getting one in the bollocks. It's not a head injury. Savinho with the first time volley from the corner, and it's got right in the testicles. Right in the testicles. Is that Nathan Collins as well who's taking it? Number 22. Double 2s, straight in the double 2s. Yeah, Erling Haaland, mate. What an inspiration. What an inspiration he is. Do you know what I mean? Guy's going through what he's going through and doing what he's doing on the pitch today. While the rest of them, they've not all been bad. They've not all been bad. I'm exaggerating the performance overall. I think Rico Lewis has shown promise. I think Akanji's been all right at the back, by the way. I don't think he's done anything wrong at the back line. His shape's been good. Anytime he's been called upon, he's answered the questions. It's these two down here that have struggled defensively. Kyle Walker's done one good thing in the match, and it was a key pass into the penalty area. I'm pretty sure that should go down as a key pass, unless the deflection off De Bruyne takes it away from him, because De Bruyne actually got tackled in the end. But the ball from Walker was good. There was 1-2 on the halfway line from Walker that was concerning, like brain dead defending, and John Stones has been a disaster. Kovacic has not played well. Positionally, Kovacic has been exposed in this game. He's struggled, Kovacic. Kanji now bringing it forward. Rico Lewis. Kovacic now. Kevin De Bruyne. Acres of space down here, but they know what they're doing, Brentford. They're aware of what we're trying to do. And here they come again. It's De Bruyne on the right wing. Kovacic. De Bruyne has been poor as well. He's not had a good game at all. Kevin De Bruyne's just giving it away nearly. We got the ball, fortunately. John Stones out to Rico Lewis. Grealish looking to go on the overlap, back into Akanji. Savinho hovering around on this right-hand side. It's sprayed out to him. He brings it down beautifully. Well done, Savinho. Ball into Gundogan. Lays it off to De Bruyne. Fast, one-touch football. Gundogan slows it down. Savinho, though, has got space. He's thinking about the shot. Savinho deflected. Saved by Flecken. Listen, I was a massive defender of Kyle Walker last season. I thought he was incredibly harshly treated last season. By a lot of the City fans, they were brutal on Kyle Walker last season, blaming him for things that weren't his fault. But yeah, he's not been the worst offender in this first half. John Stones has to take that accolade, if you want to call it an accolade. But yeah, he's not been great, Walker. But going forward, here he is again, coming forward. Why is he doing that? Why are we not doing a flat? It's open for counter-attacks again. Walker's like forgotten that we're not doing that system anymore, mates. That's it. Where he should be now. There, that's right. Just like that little diamond, like not diamond, but like a semicircle. Savinho to the byline. He's going to keep it in. Is he? Has it gone out for a goal kick? No, it's not. He's kept it in. Well done, Savinho. He's getting more and more involved in this game here. But he's played it back to John Stones, who is scaring me. Akanji man on. There we go, back to Edison. I can't trust John Stones at the minute. All my trust and confidence in John Stones has gone out of the window in this game. Look at the shape now. Why is Edison ahead of Akanji? What's he... Oh! Fucking John Stones trying to boot the ball back towards the own goal, and Edison wasn't even there yet. Oh, what am I witnessing? This is unbelievable. Edison coming forward again, looking for a lovely ball into Haaland. Haaland one-on-one with Pinnock. And he had it taken off his toes by Pinnock, but Savinho takes over and he tries to feed it to Haaland, but doesn't quite get it through to him. Savinho could do a little bit better with his end product. He's heavily involved, Savinho, but he's not actually put anything into the box that's worried Brentford. Could see a little bit more better product from Savinho. I'd stick him on the left, but Jack Grealish has never played on the right wing, has he? I've never seen him play on the right ever. But he's been alright, Jack Grealish has. He's been alright. Walker with some strong defending and wins the throw-in. That's better. That's last season, Divine, though. I don't think that is this season. I'm almost certain that's not the job this season. Is Walker to... It's meant to be in that position, in line, parallel to the corner of the edges of the area. Akanji goes a little bit further, then John Stones will sit. You've got Akanji on this side of him, Walker on that side of him. Those two should push forward like 10 yards at best. Not right wing shit, not fucking Gvardiol marauding down the left wing like last season, or Walker marauding down the right wing. They should be where they are now. If you're at 39 minutes and 31 seconds, that's the shape they should have. That was what they should be doing. This shape. Now look, that's counter-attack preventing. That stops the counter-attack. Savinho and his ball's blocked again. He's going on to his unfavourite right foot. Ball was crossed but blocked. But yeah, no, he should not be going forward like last season. And they're looking like they're not sure. It looks like Akanji and Diaz and Gvardiol, who obviously Walker and Stones were late to training, so I feel like they haven't understood the instructions fully. Whereas Akanji and Gvardiol came back a little bit earlier, didn't they? Ball in from Savinho. Call it. Oh, Jackie Boy nearly volleyed it in to make it 3-1, but it's blocked on the edge of the 6-yard box. And Buemo gets it out to Visa. Savinho, well played. That's a foul, but it's good. I'll take that. It was a good foul to give away that from Savinho. But they're playing on here, Brentford. They're getting on with it. William, legend. Typical City legend for a month, mate. Appreciate it. Big up Jonny. We'll be giving uppercut. Pep will be given an uppercut at half-time. I'm just so happy that I never stopped defending Haaland. He's just too good. Foden and Rodri on. Yep. I concur. I think it is time for Rodri. I think Rodri would control this game. He would stop this silliness. He would be shouting at people. He would be pulling players around. He would be instructing players to do the right thing. And Foden would bring a little bit more liveliness into that midfield. And I'm sorry, but I hate to say it, guys, but Gundogan has struggled in this game. He's not done anything, Gundogan. A couple of passes, a little bounce pass from Kevin De Bruyne. Other than that, and Kovacic is just giving it away. It was a shite throw-in from Kyle Walker, by the way. The touch from Kovacic, yeah, Kovacic has been booked because Kyle Walker can't fucking throw a ball. Do you know what I mean? A throw-in, you got to get it to his feet or to his chest. Don't throw it on the ground so it bounces up so he has a nightmare to control it. Kovacic could do better, though. He could do better. But it starts with a bad throw. And Kovacic has to snap Visa, and he has snapped him, and he's been booked. And Visa's gone down injured as a result of it. And immediately, Kovacic turned round and looked at Walker and went like that. As in, throw it to my fucking feet, mate. Don't throw it to my knees or my chest. Like, just throw it to a place where it's comfortable to control. Either straight onto his chest, so he can go bang, and then away you go. Or straight down to his feet. Just a simple fucking throw-in, man. They're just showing the first goal again for Brentford. John Stones, mate. And then the equaliser, Kyle Walker gets it into Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne was dilly-dallying on the ball and actually had it taken off him. And it was poked into the path of Haaland. And there's not much you can say about the second other than Edison's vision was spot on. And the delivery from Edison was fantastic. Haaland's number 9 centre-forward play was absolutely sensational. Because he got in front of Pinnock. And he knew that Pinnock would be looking at the ball a little bit, but also running back. So Haaland just very cleverly stopped, because you're allowed to stop. You know what I mean? He stopped. Pinnock went smash into the back of him. That kills Pinnock. Takes him out of the game completely. Pinnock's now, bang, hit a wall. A big, blonde Norwegian wall. And then Haaland just lets that ball go over Haaland's head rather than Pinnock, who's trying to get involved. And then Haaland's one-on-one, and the rest is history, and he makes it 2-1. He's an absolute phenom. And it's those details that are just totally underappreciated from what Haaland does. Oh, he's a tap-in merchant. Mate, he's a fucking number 9 phenomenon. He absolutely is nothing like... He's old school, but the best I've ever seen as a traditional number 9 goal scorer. We haven't seen anything like it because his fitness and his agility, his speed, his power, his ability to have 2 chances, 2 goals... We're 2-1 up, thanks to him. Can you imagine, which is what my preview was about Haaland being out, with the potential of that being because of his personal situation, losing Ivor Egya, his close family friend who died recently. Rest in peace. But he's shown enough mental capacity to come onto the pitch today. And I imagine if he wasn't. It's disturbing. to see how much he were actually starting to not depend on him. I don't think we depend on him, but it feels like it this game. It feels like it. Visa's going off, by the way. So well done, Kovacic. That was a very worthy yellow card you've got there, because their most dangerous player, who's been causing us a nightmare all game, running into horrible avenues, stretching John Stones and Kyle Walker all over the shop. And he's been injured and taken off the pitch. I hope it's not too serious, but it helps us in this game, so let's not pretend it doesn't matter. Oh, Douglas upgraded your membership. Look at that. Upgraded. Let's hope Manchester City upgrade their performance. But big up to Douglas, mate. Thank you very much for becoming a typical City legend. I'd love it, mate. I would love it. I would love it. I would Keegan it. I would Kevin Keegan it. Long ball. Oh, no way. John Stones to defend. Oh, Savinho's going to clear it. No, he's not. What was that, Savinho? Edge of the box. It's not cleared. Brentford coming again. Lewis Potter. Dummies Kyle Walker. Sends him for a hot dog, and fucking Edison has to punch it away near post. Oh, Savinho, mate. We can't fucking clear the ball properly. Two opportunities to clear the ball there. There's a good effort from Lewis Potter. And Edison at the near post just punches it away. Doesn't fancy catching it. I don't blame him, but Kyle Walker got skinned. Long throw-in coming in from Norgard. And Haaland back there doing the defensive work. Lands on the bottom of his spine as well. I'm surprised that hasn't hurt him. But it doesn't bother him because he's made of metal. He's not even made of flesh, bones and blood. He's made of metal. So it didn't hurt. He just landed on the bottom of his fucking, what's it called? The coccyx. Isn't that what it's called? Coccyx, I think it's called. I landed on that playing cricket once, being a fielder, and then I fell over and just landed on my arse. It fucking hurt, mate. Hurts when you land right on the bottom of your spine. Long throw from Kyle Walker to Edison causes a problem for Edison, but Edison, being as technically able as he is, just deals with it and nonchalantly volleys it forward like it wasn't a bad throw. But it was a bad throw. Kyle Walker gave him a hospital throw-in. 5 minutes to go till half-time, by the way. Additional time has been added on because of that Visa injury. And half-time can't come quick enough because if I'm Pep, I am fucking effing and jeffing, screaming. Big up to Jeff, by the way. That's effing and jeffing. Effing and jeffing. No more throws for Kyle. Good to see you, Clara. You've missed an absolute stinking first half. But we're winning. So, you know, that's all that matters, really. But I'm a very pragmatic person. I like to look forward a little bit. And you take these performances into games against Inter Milan and in games against Arsenal, you are not winning those games. This could be the rocket up the backside that we need, though, because it's all gone so well for us this season. Everything's just gone perfectly for Manchester City. Almost too well. Do you know what I mean? This is the sort of game that you need. Just that little reminder that you ain't worthy of walking onto a pitch with the level of complacency and arrogance that some of these players have shown in this first half. Casual shit. Grealish nearly giving it away to Akanji, getting back in the last bit of defending. Edison back to John Stones. Akanji was getting caught. John Stones, mate. He looks like Kyle Walker and John Stones. Get them off the fucking pitch. What the fuck are they doing? Fucking resorting to just clearing it in the end. You're fucking shambles. An absolute fucking shambles, both of them. I'm sorry, but I'm sick of the Walker's not getting away with it, but John Stones should be getting absolutely fucking skewered by Manchester City fans for that. He had the time, so much time. Edison just like plays it out to John Stones. The last season and the season before, the treble winning John Stones just lets that ball run across him, takes his time, gets up, and I've always said it, you can tell when a player's lost their head because they take little steps. They don't take they're not casual. They don't put their foot on the ball. They don't slow it down. They don't look calm in their body language. They take little steps like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? And that was John Stones fucking Bambi on ice. looking scared. John Stones again. That's better. Into the path of Gundogan. That's better. Kyle Walker with a composed touch. Nearly gives it away. Gives it away. But Savinho wins it back. Can we get a third before half-time? Which would be unbelievable if we did. 50 minutes have gone. That's going to be half-time, surely. Kyle Walker. Savinho's asking Walker to come forward. But why is he doing that? Walker, get back, mate. We don't want you anywhere near this front line. Get back in your shape. And that's exactly where he's trotting back to now. Savinho asking him to come forward is not what we should be doing. Akanji, great ball into Lewis, into the penalty area, back out to Akanji. Ball in, all the way across to Savinho, brings it down, he's going to lay it off to Walker. No, he doesn't, he crosses it in. Haaland, and it's cleared by Norgard. Surely that's half-time, and it's half-time. Wow. Wow. No smiles from anyone in a Manchester City shirt, me included, by the way. Rowan, typical City legend member. Thank you very much, Rowan. Good to see you as well, by the way. Hope you're all good. I don't know, Ryan. There is actually. Do you know what? Grealish has been all right. He's been all right, Grealish. He's not done anything wrong, Jack Grealish, at all. It was a little bit of a dodgy pass about 2 or 3 minutes ago where Akanji had to get back. Who have they brought on, by the way? Because Visa's gone off. Who have they brought on? I missed it. I missed who they brought on. But whoever it was showed a real turn of speed, by the way, because it was him who started chasing down Manuel Akanji, and Akanji had to do a slide tackle to get it back to Edison, and then Edison gets it to John Stones, and then it's the two players that are just like, I don't know what to say about him. It's just not been good enough. Oh, Walker and Stones, mate, it's disastrous. I hate it, Jack. I hate it. I think it's ugly. It looks like arse, mate. I hate it. I don't know what it is about it. I was like, as soon as I saw it, it made me go, oh, ooh. Do you know what I mean? I was not a fan of it at all. I don't know why. I don't like the fact that we've even got a fourth kit. I think it's just money making, trying to capitalise. I feel like City must have known that the Oasis band were getting back together. I feel like that's what they did. I feel like, because that kit must have been in the making for quite some time. There's no way that kit is just like, oh, Oasis are back together, let's make a fourth kit. That must mean City, or Noel Gallagher's probably approached the powers that be at Manchester City to say, we're getting back together. And then they thought, oh, let's make some money off this, shall we? And make a fourth shirt. And let's absolutely scam the fans out of even more money. I mean, what are you looking at now? I mean, I sent Jeff a shirt the other day. And what was that, Jeff? I can't remember what I spent on it. And I got it at discount because it was deadline day when I ordered it. I got lucky. I went onto Fanatics website and got lucky because there was a deadline day code to type in that was like 20% off. And I was like, fucking 20%. Should have been about 90 quid, mate. Got it for 70 quid. So got a real deal there, man. 70 quid. Customised as well. Customised. Yeah, 70 quid. But I mean, normally, if you want a name and a number on the back of your shirt, 90 quid. Okay? Times fucking 4 per season now, plus your season ticket. You're looking at like $2,000 just to go to the games and get. Even if you don't want to go to the games and you just want a shirt, you're looking at over 300 quid. For football shirts that change every year, and next year they're out of date. It's too much. It's too much. If you're gonna make a fourth kit, bring the whole price down. And you know what? People will pay it, and there'll be people out there that have got a lot of money, and they'll be like, "Oh, what are you talking about, mate? It's only 90 quid for a football shirt." But I think I'm talking to the majority of people here when I say that's too much. It's just too much money, and not everyone has that kind of cash. I think the average football is meant to be a working man's game, isn't it? It's not meant to be for the upper class football. It's a game for everyone. And can everyone afford 300 quid on football shirts? And that's if you want them. And I mean, obviously, if you've got kids as well, they're going to ask for them, and they want them even more. Do you know what I mean? I'm in total disagreement with the idea of a fourth kit, and it makes it doubly worse at how ugly it is. Do you know what I mean? And then I love Noel Gallagher, and I love Oasis, by the way. Nothing against them. I love the album cover. I love the idea of what they're trying to be creative. But it didn't work. It didn't work to me. You know, they're trying to bring back a 90s colours. Those colours were in the 90s, but not now. I don't like it at all. Don't know why. Jan's with me as well. Cheers for the super chat, Jan. Nice one, Michael. Stop the clock. Appreciate that, mate. I don't know why it's gone. Right. Stop pissing about. 45. I want 7 seconds. Right, there we go. Start and stop. There we go. Cheers, everyone, for reminding me to do my job. Thank you very much. Unbelievable first half, and I need a pee before I don't know. I'm going for a pee anyway. Yeah. Do you know what I noticed before I go? By the way, the chat explodes. You know, I've got a little graph. I don't want to. I can't turn the camera to show you, but there's a little graph that appears on my screen to show me the analytics of how well this stream is doing. And when the chat, there you go. See what I mean? Look at you. Look at you. The chair's more important than me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I have a graph that does this. One of those line graphs that goes up and down that indicates like how well the viewers are doing and how much you guys are interested in actually watching me. I appreciate everyone who is watching me, by the way. But when I go for a piss, the chat goes fucking wild. And you know what I mean? The graph goes like that. It goes absolutely up in the air. All because I'm not here. So if I was to click on the hottest moment in the stream, it's when I'm not here. So fuck you. Fuck the lot of you. And fuck you as well for being more important than me. Where's Johnny's chair? Can I come in? Have you finished your conversation with the chair? Am I alright to join in? Cheers. Thanks, everyone. Throw this fucking chair in the bin. Fucking piece of shit. Right, stop spamming. I can't, because I have to click on each chat when it starts going up. I can't catch up with it. I'm trying to like click on the right one. Oh man. Fucking shit, man. He's fucking busting. But yeah, Come on, City. We need a third here. Desperately, don't we? Desperately need a third. Oh, man. Come on, City. Second half's going to get underway shortly, and we're hoping to see some tactics that are massively different. But the North London derby tomorrow as well, you're hoping that something can happen. Because, I mean, Arsenal, we win this game, and Arsenal, I mean, if they lose, oh, that could be huge, huge. Don't forget to hit the like button. I keep forgetting to ask. I always forget to ask. I'm terrible at it. But please hit the like button. There's over 500 of you watching. We've got 200 likes so far. Do you reckon we could get to 300? Because that'd be amazing. Hey. Happy birthday, Mark. Big up to Mark. Everyone get in there and give him a happy birthday. Well wishes. Happy birthday, Mark. You've been following this channel for quite some time as well, mate. 63rd birthday as well, mate. Many, many years as a Manchester City fan. And you will likely have seen some shit. I mean, I was lucky. Lucky. But I was alive to see the worst of Manchester City. Because, I mean, League One, 1998 was actually like the lowest part of our history, wasn't it? I was there when I went away to Stoke. We won 5-2. We needed, I think it was Oldham we needed to lose, and they won. But we won our game. I think, did Goat get a hat-trick in that game? Giorgio Kinkladze's last game. I think it was Joe Royle's first game. Manchester City, I was there crying my eyes out as like, how old was I? 10? As a 10-year-old with my parents. Both took me to Stoke. And I remember walking out of Stoke's ground. We've won the game. We scored 5 goals, but we've been relegated. Do you know what I mean? Like I always remember my dad saying we've never been this low before. This is as low as it gets. Yeah, that was hard. That was a hard time as a Manchester City fan. It wasn't easy in the slightest. But look at us now. Doing all right now. Well, this game, not so much in this game, but I mean, come on. We're winning a Premier League game of football, so I'm pretty pleased with that. That used to be a luxury, didn't it? Winning a game of Premier League football? Pff, not a chance, mate. But yeah. What are we going to do? Second half. Just looking at the 11 now. Kovacic is struggling. The excuse is ready-made for Pep Guardiola. He's on a yellow card. Get him off. He's not played that badly. It's just he's been positionally exposed by Brentford on numerous occasions. And I feel like Rico Lewis positionally has struggled. Fucking spit on the screen there. That's me shouting. Little blob of spit on the monitor. Me go with all my shouting. Apologies if anything's on the lens, by the way. There's nothing on the lens, is there? You guys getting a shower, watching Typical City and getting showered in the process. Say it, don't spray it. But Kovacic, I think I would bring him off for Rodri. Would you? Let me know in the chat. Gundogan, he's struggled. Would you take him off for Foden? I don't think Pep would make 2 substitutions, not when we're winning the game. And I don't think he likes to make substitutions at half-time anyway. I think there was probably a pre-match plan before this game for who's getting what minutes. Factoring in Inter Milan midweek. Come and join me for the watch-along, by the way. Midweek. Looking forward to that one. Champions League is back. And I'm excited for the new format, I must admit. Because it's UEFA, and because we hate them, instinctively, I was like, oh, new format, what are they doing? What are those scumbags up to? I actually quite like it, I must admit. I quite like it. I do like the whole format of the no league. It officially is a league now. It's always confused me. Even as a kid, I was like, the Champions League, where's the league? It's a group stage knockout. It's not a Champions League. Now it actually is. It actually is a league, which is makes a bit more sense, and it makes it more exciting. Pot 1 teams can face each other. Big games. I like that. I like it. I'm excited for it, I must admit. So, well done, UEFA. Who said that? But, yeah, man. Right, teams are out. You know, Peacock just suddenly surprise you with football, don't they? Just like immediately. It just says coverage will resume shortly. I'm sure Jeff's got the same thing in front of him. And then it goes, bang, football immediately in your face. It's the big shining bald head of Mbeumo looking back at me. What changes would you make, Isa, though? That's the question. That is the question. Stones as well, yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog. That sounded weird. Addressing a serious conversation. Where you're absolutely right, Sonic the Hedgehog. You are correct. That didn't quite sound right, did it? Sonic the Hedgehog, you make a valid point. Sonic the Hedgehog. But Stones has got to come off. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I feel like he's been really, really poor. I don't think he'll come off. I'll be surprised if he makes... Oh, he is. He is. Rodri's on. Gvardiol's on. Oh, he's going in. There we go. Johnny, what are the 4 pictures on each wall? You've got... They're attached by sticky tape, so I can't do it, but you've got Kevin De Bruyne, Sergio Aguero, David Silva and Vincent Kompany. I'll show you one day. But it's like artistic. It's like paint that's been like onto the thing. You know where they like splat paint, where it makes it look a bit like artistic with a little bit like that splat look. But yeah, over there's just like gaming ones, which are nothing to do with Manchester City. But I do need to make this more Manchester City themed behind me. Right, game's about to get underway, Blues. Second half, Gundogan's going to kick his off. Teasing me with this kickoff as always. Gundogan gets the game underway. Come on, Blues. Clock's working. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ, I thought Edison had given it away immediately. Right, Rodri's on. Gvardiol's on. You've got Akanji's moving to centre-back. So, Lewis is off. He's taken Rico Lewis off. So the back three's the same. What's he done here? John Stones just about gets it to Manuel Akanji. So you've got the same back three. So we've got the same problems. I like to see why he's done that in a minute. And I think I know why. It's because they came down that right-hand side so easily, but Rodri gets the ball out to Kevin De Bruyne. Now out to Savinho. I feel like we're going to do better this half. Come on. We are doing better, I'm telling you now. We're going to do better. We're going to do better. We're going to get a third, and we're going to win this game. Come on. Ball out to Gvardiol down this left-hand side. Lays it down to Jack Grealish. Turns back. Keeps the ball, though. Back to Akanji. Gundogan. Savinho. City look better already. They look like they've had a chat. They've had a conversation. Oh, is that a penalty, referee? Oh, he's booking him for diving. He's booking him for diving. Savinho, referee was straight away like, you shithouse, I'm booking you. He did not like that at all. He did not like that at all. And Savinho looked, I don't like that. Oh, get up, mate. Savinho, that's shambolic, mate. That's embarrassing. You're booked. You deserve it, mate. I'm sorry. Shouldn't be doing that. It's obvious as well. I hate that. We don't want that at this club, mate. I want him at this club, but cut that out. I don't want that shit at our club. That's just cheating. It's a free kick. Oh, what's gone on there? Christopher Ayer has somehow, like, he had a free kick, kind of similar to the Declan Rice red card situation, except no one's on a yellow card here. So he tried to take a quick one, but Jack Grealish is going back. No, he did nothing wrong there. He didn't try to get in the way. Ayer tried to take a quick one, but Jack Grealish, he clipped Jack Grealish, and he gave the ball away. Anyway, City had the ball anyway. They've given it away now. But De Bruyne closing down Flecken. Nodded on. John Stones gets it back to Ediston. My heart sinks a little bit when it goes near John Stones because I feel like he's just having one of them days. Edison, cool as you like, into Gundogan. Gundogan lays it off to Akanji down this left-hand side. He's got Gvardiol to give it to. He gives it him. Gundogan's gone further back. Dropped into the back line temporarily, Gundogan. Rodri's like fucking forward, mate. He's gesturing already. That's what we love to see. Rodri's there's that commanding presence from Rodri. He's a leader, man. Who's our captain, by the way? Who's our official captain? I don't think that's really been agreed yet, has it? Are we just letting it see how the season goes before we give it out, or what? I don't know who actually is captain. Who's captain for this game? Grealish coming forward. Gvardiol gets it onto his left foot. Thinks about the cross, deflected corner ball. Come on, City. No way is he. I didn't have a problem with Walker last season, not to the extent that everyone else did. Everyone hammered Kyle Walker last season. But this season, it felt like age was just going to do its thing with Kyle Walker. I felt towards the end of last season he was starting to decline. His performances started to warrant the criticism towards the end of last season. And this season, the first 45 minutes have been poor. Gundogan, edge of the area. Space now for Savinho. He's onto his right foot though. He's going away from goal across the edge of the area though, but he's gone further out wide into that little rectangle of sunshine that's bursting through the Etihad. And it's a poor ball into the box from Flecken. And De Bruyne, fair play to him, he gets back. You saw the cross was poor and he immediately sprints back to the halfway line to prevent any quick long ball out from Flecken. Good from Kevin De Bruyne that. Poor cross, but good awareness to stop the counter-attack. It's really bright over there, that sunshine. You can't really make out. Once a City player goes into it, they sort of disappear because their shirts are already like pretty bright as it is. Gundogan gets the ball. He's turned him. Haaland could have had that if he was on his toes a little bit more there, because Gundogan actually gets it through into a little channel, inside channel as well, and Haaland was caught on his heels a little bit. Turned by Damsgaard. Gets it in. Who is that player? I should have found that out. Who came on for, what's his face? For Visa. Is it Schneider, whatever his name is. Oh, we're giving it away here. What the fuck's happened here, Blues? Rodri gets a vital toe in there and keeps it alive. Vandenberg. Norgard now. Out to Ayer, who I was taking the piss out of in my preview. Called him a big dangling streak of piss, I think, in my preview. He's played really well, and it's he's punishing me for saying it. But Rodri's been a better presence in that midfield so far. I think it had to happen, and I think the yellow card did Pep a favour. It made his mind up for him. Do you know what I mean? I can't see that ball like when it goes over there into that sunshine. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new as well. I'm pretty near to 20k now, which is cool. What was I on at the start of the stream? Oh, I've got quite a few of you have subscribed, so I appreciate that. Because I was on like, I don't know what I was on. 19,480, 79, 80 or something like that before this stream. I'm now on 525, so less than 500 subs away from 20k. So thank you very much to everyone who's already subscribed, and all of you legends that have been here for a long time, as well as you newcomers. You're all more than welcome here. To speak your mind as well. Don't feel like you can't get involved in the chat. Good header by Gvardiol. But we look in trouble already. Like, it's like we had the warning. The long ball came over the top. He dealt with it, Gvardiol, but all the other City players like, right, we're sorted. No, we're not sorted. It's a Brentford throw-in, and they're going to take it quickly, and they did. We've got the ball back, thankfully, but Gundogan again is giving it away, mate. Gvardiol, great bit of defending from Josko. Well played, mate. He's been trusted to go into midfield as well, Gvardiol, by the looks of this, but so far he hasn't really come inside that much. I've actually seen him overlap Grealish more than coming inside. But he does seem to be playing similar role to what he did, to what Rico Lewis did. But ultimately, it's a left back without the ball, midfielder when we have the ball. It's a very unique position, isn't it? What Pep's asking Gvardiol to do, what he's been asking Rico to do. Ederson, you're going to get caught here, mate. Well played. Well played. Gets that ball into Gundogan. A very intelligent run from Gundogan. Comes and helps Ederson out and drops to give him an option. But that's what, again, something I was saying in the preview. Coming and dropping is what I was saying, was why Bernardo Silva, for me, should be playing. Because he's the best at it. Bernardo Silva's the best in our team at coming out of attacking midfield, dropping into defensive midfield, and giving an option for Ederson or one of the centre-backs to pass to. He's one of the best at it. And it's an area that Phil Foden, he's gone long again here, trying to find Haaland, but this time Pinnock wins the battle with Haaland. But Gundogan's not bad at all at it, by the way. He's very good at it. And it was needed in that situation. Ball out to Ayer. Giving it away, though. It's because he's a streak of piss. That's why he's giving it away. I told you. Gundogan. Gvardiol. Bench is strong today, though. There's not many goals there, but the bench looks very strong. Technical players there. We've still got Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden sat on the bench. De Bruyne lays it off to Grealish. Grealish to the byline. He slowed it down. He had to. He had to in that situation. He couldn't get the cross. Was going to get blocked if he tried to cross it. He's kept the ball and kept City in the attacking third. Rodri. That's poor from Rodri. But it's a poor touch from Lewis Potter because he's giving it straight back to Savinho. Lays it down the line to Walker. Walker across the face of goal, and it's going to be cleared surely now by Damsgaard. Sprays a bad pass out for a throw-in. Brentford not quite hitting the same heights that they were hitting in the first half, but there's still a threat there. There is still a threat there, and City is still not... They look a little bit better. A little bit better, City. We've controlled the game better. But we've hardly had any chances to speak of. 10 minutes in so far, and here's another opportunity. Ball across! Straight into the hands of Flecken. Savinho with another right-footed cross straight into the hands of Mark Flecken, which is why one of the best crosses in Europe last season, Savinho, should be on his best foot. If you're as dangerous a crosser of the ball as he is, then put him on his strong foot to cross the ball. His right foot is, I wouldn't say it's non-existent because he's using it, but it's not great. It's gone into the Flecken's hands 2 or 3 times in this game so far. It was the same against Chelsea when he moved onto the right-hand side. Brilliant at beating his fullback, and then it's like, dink it, mate, or whip it. And it's gone straight into Flecken's hands again, but there's something special about Savinho. There's something there. There's a talent there that's like huge potential. It's just got to refine that right foot, I think. It's a Brentford free kick on the halfway line, which Mark Flecken has sprinted up to take. And Brentford have gone very far forward, sending City back. Trying to keep a high line, City, to keep Brentford away from our goal. But it's going to be lumped forward by Mark Flecken here. Oh, he's cleverly played it down the line. Come out, Ederson! That was poor goalkeeping momentarily. We got away with it because Gvardiol actually passed it back to Ederson. But that was like, Gvardiol was like, come and get it, mate, come and get it. But Gvardiol passed it to him instead. Ederson didn't want to get involved there. Maybe that was the right decision in the end, actually, from Ederson. But it looked like he could have come. The usual Ederson has no problems sprinting out of his goal. He loves it, doesn't he? It might have actually been the right decision because if he comes out and doesn't win it, it's a fucking penalty. So maybe that was the right decision. Haaland lays it off to Grealish. Nice little 1-2, but Jack Grealish trying his best. He's having a fucking word with the referee, though, in the process because he thinks he was fouled. Probably wasn't, though. What is Grealish bringing to the game? I think he's doing all right, mate. He's doing all right. He's not getting the ball into the box, though. That's an area of his game that always bugs me, is he gets into crossing situations and he just doesn't seem to be able to get a cross in at any moment. and he recycles it. And in this game, it's actually worthwhile because it keeps the ball. This game, we've not dominated. I don't know what the stats are, but I don't feel like we've had enough of the ball to say we've dominated this game. And Grealish is someone who helps us keep the ball. You know, and it feels like the sort of game that we need to keep the ball. It was a ball ending there from Rodri into John Stones, and John Stones gets a touch to it, but Brentford are going to come away here. Lewis Potter bringing it down the left wing into space. Savinho's getting back to help out Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's on his case now, but he's turned him. Kyle Walker's still goal side of him. Twisting and turning Potter, lays it back to Norgard. Sorry, Damsgaard. There's enough guards in here to look after a fucking prison. Ball back to Flecken, dinked over to Vandenberg. Damsgaard down to Mbuemo. First time football from Brentford. They're in. John Stones, you got to win it. No, fucking hell. Over to Lewis Potter, and the cross is poor. Real opportunity for Brentford. They chose the wrong way there. Mbuemo going through the middle of Manchester City's defence. John Stones does not choose to commit. Probably the right thing to do, considering he's the game that he's having. Mbuemo decides to go left to Lewis Potter, but the real man he should have been gone to. Who is that fucking player? I keep saying his name like a fucking... Shader. Number 7, Shader. I knew it was. But it should have gone to him. I got there eventually, didn't I? Should have gone to him. Because they chose the wrong option. He went to left to Lewis Potter, and then his cross was poor. But that was a real opportunity for Brentford. On the hour mark, could have easily made it 2-2. This game is still very, very ugly. Very, very scrappy. From both sides now, and we've lowered to their standards. Like, it's not a pretty football match to watch at all. There should be more control from Manchester City in this game, considering the players in midfield, your De Bruyne's, your Gundawans, who are just not having a say in this game at all. And I don't think you can go, oh, well, Brentford are bloody brilliant, aren't they? Brentford have been playing fantastic. They've not had to play that well to cause us problems. Tactically, they've been reasonably sound. Kevin De Bruyne giving it away again there. They got away with it there, De Bruyne. But we're coming away with it now with Jack Grealish. But they're so dangerous on the counter-attack. And I thought we'd got rid of this. This is a real throwback to last season, this performance. First 3 games of the season, we saw very minimal counter-attacks from either Chelsea, West Ham or Ipswich. Limited. Ipswich got their goal from it, and it wasn't really a counter. It was a counter-attack, I suppose, but I feel like that could have been easily avoided. But other than that, nothing. Chelsea wasn't really any counter-attacking football. West Ham didn't really do too much counter-attacking, whereas Brentford have just been so dangerous. They're scared of losing the ball in this game. Gvardiol now, down by the touchline, back to Kevin De Bruyne. Ball into Jack Grealish, should keep it in. Jack Grealish, first time cross is blocked. And De Bruyne misses a 50-50 tackle, should win that there. But Shader's knocked it out for a City throw, still in Brentford's half. Stones, coming forward, into Gundogan. Brentford's shape looks good as well. I mean, even think about our goals. Do you know what I mean? How many clear-cut chances have we manufactured through oh, that was a great move by City. It was like a one-off moment where their defence Pinnock switched off, lost Haaland for that long ball. Rodri now. Grealish on the corner of the edge of the area. Another cross just hits the Brentford player. Jackie boy, mate. You got into a crossing situation, and then you've got to get that ball into a better area than hitting the Brentford player that's 10 yards in front of you. You've got to do better, Jack. They've all got to do better. Apart from Haaland. He's doing his job. He's doing his job. you know. But yeah, even the first goal was just luck. It broke to Haaland. Very fortunate. Very fortunate. And Kevin De Bruyne received the ball and then he just got it caught in between his legs. And if I remember rightly, I think the Brentford player poked it between the legs of Kevin De Bruyne and it went to Haaland, who just bang, turn finish. Gundogan's giving it away. Call it, Pep. Call it, mate. Gundogan's having a stinker. He's struggling in that midfield. He's not controlling any of our midfield in the slightest. Rodri out to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne's not been much better, by the way. I think those two. And it also brings back that debate. Can De Bruyne and Gundogan play together? That was an old debate. De Bruyne ball in. Good one. It's Haaland. Oh, it's cleared. Vital bit of defending at the back post there. I think it was Ayer. Might have been Nathan Collins. No, it wasn't. It got it completely wrong. It was Vandenberg. But Haaland was waiting at the back post. Good ball from Kevin De Bruyne. Haaland was waiting. That was going to be a hat-trick. Which would be 3 consecutive hat-tricks, by the way. He's already got back-to-back hat-tricks in the Premier League. He could well be on his to getting a hat-trick of hat-tricks in 3 consecutive games. Come on, Erling. Has anyone done that? Get in the chat and let me know. If anyone's got 3 back-to-back hat-tricks before in the Premier League. Savinho onto his right foot. And it's ballooned over the bar. More evidence that his right foot is just... It needs work. It needs work. Shaking his head, not happy with himself. Doesn't matter. Pick yourself up. Pick your spirits up and go again. Savinho can be... You've got that first 6 months. As a new signing, you get away with it. You're allowed to try things. You're allowed to try and impress and make mistakes. After Christmas, though, we want to see it clicking. You know, Gvardiol. How much did he struggle in his first 6 months of last season? And he was protected by City fans, and rightly so. Because you're a new signing, you need to have that understanding of learning the Pep way, the Manchester City way, the Premier League way, for both Gvardiol and Savinho, who are new to this league. It takes time. And they were given time. And Gvardiol, after Christmas, boom, just skyrocketed. His quality, his form, just went through the roof. And I'm hoping to see the same from Savinho in the second half of the season. And he's not been bad this first half of the season. He's shown glimpses of absolute insane quality. That Chelsea game, going down that right wing, he was ripping it up in that first half. But he's been injured since then, so we haven't seen him. Long ball over the top here. Kanji's got to get back. Lays it back to Edison. It's still 2-1, lads. We need a third here, desperately. Rodri, back out to Akanji. Cheers, Jan. There we go. Another record up for grabs. Thank you very much. You didn't need to super chat it, but I really, really appreciate that you did. Thank you, Jan. You're a legend. No player has ever got 3 consecutive Premier League hat-tricks. Could we about to witness more records from Erling Haaland? He was waiting for it then as I was saying it. On the edge of the area, Jack Grealish trying to bring it forward. It's given away by Mark Flecken. Savinho in the penalty area. He's going away from goal, though. The chance looked like it may have gone, but we're still in business here. If he can get it onto his favourite left foot, he's going further and further away from goal, though. The ball's back to Kyle Walker, and that's when the chance is gone. When Kyle Walker gets the ball. Kyle Walker again. Into Rodri. Grealish now. Akanji. Gvardiol. De Bruyne. Poor. Tried a little scoop. This time, though, he sparked it. He goes and wins it back. Gets it into Grealish aggressively. Grealish with the shot. Oh, what a save from Mark Flecken. Piss off, Mark Flecken. That was literally exactly what I said in the last stream that we played Brentford. It's like a fucking deja vu, like an echo of my life just happened. Absolutely, Lucian. Yeah, just win this game, and Sunday's amazing, isn't it, as a City fan? No matter what happens, even if Arsenal win, it's still okay. But yeah, the game tomorrow will be a very enjoyable game to watch as a football fan, knowing that we've got 3 points on the board. Keep me up to date with Liverpool, by the way. I forgot they're even fucking playing, but it's 0-0. as I look at the score right now, it's 0-0 between Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. Keep me up to date, people, in the chat if you can. Kyle Walker with a big space to run into. Thinks about the shot, gets it into Gundogan. Go on, Gundo! Lays it off to Haaland. Oh, save from fucking Flaggen. Mark fucking Flaggen. Right foot effort from Haaland. Great move, though, by Manchester City. Kyle Walker with brilliant ball that into Gundogan. Very intelligent pass from Kyle Walker. Gundogan has to turn, lays it off to Erling Haaland on his right foot. First time, gets a fair bit of height on it, which makes it a little bit more savable. But still, good move from City. City looking better. Savinho's in business. Down to the byline. And it's cleared by Pinnock, but not completely. It's Haaland in the box. No, it's cleared again. City looking to finish this game off with 20 minutes to go. If we can get a third, you like to think we'll have done it then. But at any moment, this game's got 2-2 written all over it, to be honest. It's got 2-2 written all over it, and we've got to get that third to prevent that from happening. Talk about stating the obvious, Johnny. Jesus Christ. Can you count? Fucking Sesame Street. Jesus Christ. Come on, City. Gvardiol turns. Gundogan's got a tiny pocket of space, but Rodri's got a bigger pocket of space. Gets it out to Gundogan. De Bruyne, sorry. De Bruyne back to Walker. They've looked better, City, in the last 5 minutes. We look like we're putting the pressure on Brentford. Savinho to the byline. Just about keeps it. Has to turn back, though, to Kyle Walker. Good ball into Rodri, that from Walker. Well seen. Rodri thought about the 1-2, but Walker thought, I better get back, which I appreciated from Walker. No way is it 1-0. No way is it. Are you winding me up? You're winding me up. You're winding me up. Shot came in there from Gundogan and it was cleared. I don't trust this chat at all anymore. Since this whole chair shenanigans, you've lost my trust. No, are you serious? There's too many of you saying it now. I think I can find out here. I could technically get both games up on my screen, but I don't think my brain could handle it. No way, is it 1-0? Ho-ho! Let's fucking go. How are we making this day harder than it needs to be? We win this game, Liverpool are in big trouble. And Arsenal have got a even... Oh, Gvardiol with a turn, lays it off to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish! Oh, and it's another cross from Jack Grealish that's blocked. And I mean, it's not like the other side's been any better, by the way. Every cross from Savinho has been blocked or cleared. Got to do better on our wing play. Short corner. Gundogan's got it. Walker with space. Have a dig, mate. Have a dig. Walker! Oh! Not a million miles away. Not a million miles away. I think it skimmed the top of the roof of the net. Good effort from Kyle Walker. That's what I'm saying. Not a bad thing. Every now and again, just have a fucking dig. Have a shot. Oh, he's not a million miles away. Kyle Walker whipping it. Looking for that corner. Kind of similar technique and going for the same corner that Yaya Toure did at Wembley against Sunderland in the League Cup final. Who remembers that goal? It was about the same distance out as well. Same sort of similar technique. It was probably a little bit more central. I think Toure was quite on the right and whipped it like over the keeper, didn't he? What a goal that was, by the way. What a goal. What a game that was. We went 1-0 down in that game as well. Wasn't it? Samir Nasri with an unbelievable equaliser. Yaya Toure to make it 2-1. Was it? I can't remember who equalised, but Nasri and Yaya Toure got the goals. Oh, he's giving it away. De Bruyne. De Bruyne, how have you not seen Savinho there? He's giving it away, Flecken, but we did not punish him. Did not punish him. I think Jesus Navas in that game made it 3-1 to City, and we won the League Cup. Savinho now, coming down the right side. Inside to Gundo. Gundo with De Bruyne on the right. Gundo out to De Bruyne again. City look much better. Oh, a little layoff. Oh, Savinho. So they can't get out Brentford. This is better. This is better. They could, a little ball there from Mbeumo looking for a counter-attacking opportunity. No one there. That is good news. Brentford look like they're tiring a little bit. Don't forget, the international break, we have way more players. It'll be interesting to know how many players for Brentford went away on international duty. In other words, how many players got rested for this game. Whereas City, pretty much all of them, will have had to have gone on some sort of journey at some point. Which is tiring and playing more football. So, not really an excuse, but Savinho into the penalty area, good feet. Nearly. I thought he was going to try and dive then. I'm surely not get sent off for 2 yellow card dives. That would have been horrible, that would have been. Gundogan out to Akanji, who's coming forward now. He's got Gvardiol outside, but goes back inside to Gundogan. Finds Kevin De Bruyne. Gundogan's playing much better the last 10 minutes. De Bruyne as well. Lays it off. De Bruyne, left foot shot, it's blocked. A crunching tackle from Damsgaard, but it's not cleared. And Flecken's eventually going to clear it away. It was just that crunching tackle where 2 bodies just come together and the ball disappears sandwiched between them. Someone's put it in their pants and then it just pops out and goes to Flecken, who boots it clear. No way are Forest winning. Gundogan, he's been caught on the ball. Rodri slows it down though. Well played, Rodri. See that intelligent? Doesn't dive in. He literally just became a wall. Rodri just stood there like, go on then, what are you going to do? And didn't know what to do. The defender said, the Brentford player, I can't remember who it was, decided not to try and take him on. I can't believe Forest are beating Liverpool, who have got there's a former Liverpudlian on the pitch. Well, he's not a Liverpudlian, but Fabio Carvalho's come onto the pitch for Brentford. Pretty sure he's not from Liverpool, but he used to play for him. Good header from Walker. It's a Brentford throw, pretty much bang on the halfway line. 15 minutes to go, man. This game is dragging. Carvalho lays it off. Poor though. Walker gets involved, intercepts it. Well played, Walker. Walker's not had a bad second half, by the way. Lovely layoff from Jack Grealish, and Gvardiol's in business. Gvardiol one-on-one. Josko Gvardiol. Oh, and he's slowed it down and he's laid it off to Savinho. Savinho. Oh, how's he not buried that? Oh, what play from Jack Grealish on the halfway line to lay it off for Gvardiol, who just bursts through the heart of Brentford's defence. And you're thinking, hit it at this point, and then he chops back onto his right foot. The awareness to see Savinho in acres of space, and I tell you what, it's a bad finish from Savinho, but it's a better save from Mark Flecken. A big outstretched right boot. He's got to finish that though, Savinho. He's got to finish that. Good save, but still, all that space in the world, he's got to lay it off. And now we're going to regret that. We're going to regret that if we're not careful here. Shader coming forward. And Mbeumo, edge of the area. Vandenberg. Ball in. Cleared by John Stones. And head Norgard now getting on the end of the clearance. And Mbeumo. Back to Vandenberg. Rawslef's come on as well. I've missed every single Brentford substitution. Sorry, guys. I do apologise. But Rawslef's come on. Fabio Carvalho's come on. And Shader came on in the first half for Visa. Rawslef's now going to play right wing back. I imagine it's Ayer who's come off. And De Bruyne is in it down the left wing. And he's had to slow it down though. Didn't fancy opening up them hamstrings. Jackie boy, get it in there. I thought Jack Grealish could have kept that ball going. It went inside from De Bruyne into Jack Grealish. I thought he could have played it again inside to Gundogan, but I don't think Grealish knew he was even there. City have slowed it down, but we've got Brentford back into their defensive shape, which, when you're winning 2-1, is what you want. You don't want to be giving it away, though. Rodri nearly did. Walker now. Savinho. Going one-on-one with Lewis Potter. He's got men to beat. He's beaten both of them. He's beaten a third man. It's Savinho on the edge of the area. Savinho! Oh! He's put it wide. What a run, though, from Savinho. I thought that was going to fly into the top corner. When you saw Mark Flecken stretch like that, you're thinking that's flying into the top corner, but it goes wide of the mark. I'm hoping this is closer than... Because... Oh, he's not that close. Mark Flecken dives, but It's not a mile away, though. It's pretty close. Good effort from Savinho onto his favourite left foot. I'm worried. I'm worried. Oh, yeah, forgot all about it. My lad got this given to him when he was on holiday. My sister gave it to him. And it was the most annoying gift ever. But he's outgrown it. And it's not what you think. It's not a megaphone. And do you know what this game has been? This game has been... That's what this game is. As mature as they come. My 7-year-old has outgrown this, and I still find it funny. So every time something shit is going to happen as well, it's Manchester City coloured as well. So we've got a fart gun for every time something is shit. This should have been going off all game. This should have been. That's what this game should have been. As mature as they come on typical City. So every time something bad happens, I'm going to get the fart gun out. I need some squashies. Haaland's in! Oh, and he's miscontrolled it. But yeah. See if we can get like a typical City logo there on the official Manchester City typical City fart gun. Long ball over the top here. Might have to get the fart gun out. Cleared by Akanji, done really well there. 2 City players, De Bruyne and Haaland, coming back from an offside position. They look tired, man. 10 minutes to go. Long ball over the top. Gavardiol nods it back to Akanji. Just clear it now. Ah, oh, beautiful. Well played between the three of you there. Jack Grealish, Akanji finding Jack Grealish, and here he comes down the left side. Cuts inside. Jackie. Oh, Savinho was on then. The pass was on to Savinho just temporarily. Savinho now, he's looking for a goal, and he wants it. He lays it to Rodri. Rodri, though, is thinking about it. Fires it into Jack Grealish. Heavy touch from Jackie Boy, but he gets it to De Bruyne. And Haaland has hit the post! And it's still alive! Haaland again! Oh, and it's cleared! By Nathan Collins with his chest. Haaland looking to break a Premier League record and get 3 consecutive hat-tricks. Smashes one off the post. It ricochets back to Jack Grealish, who gets it back to De Bruyne, then back to Haaland again. And that looked like it was flying in the bottom corner, but it hits the chest, the abdomen of Nathan Collins. Because that looked like it was destined for the bottom corner. We need a third, man. I'm just waiting for one counter-attack from Brentford. Is all this game takes. And it's got 2-2. It stinks, this game. It stinks of 2-2. Haaland's in. Finish it. No, it's saved by Flecken again. He's a knob, isn't he? He's a proper knobhead, that Flecken. I don't know if that's going to be a mainstay in this channel, but it could be. The missus loves it. My lad was like, when he was younger, the fact that it's alarming that he's 7 and he's outgrown it. And he's like, Dad, you can have it if you want. And I'm like, yes. Cheers, Harry. Thanks, mate. I can have the fart gun now, can I? Brilliant. It's me running up and down the hallway like... My girlfriend is so lucky. So lucky. She's not, but... She's a United fan, so she gets me. Swings and roundabouts. But yeah, Inter Milan midweek. That's going to be a... I like the fact that we're playing these big games, not only because it's exciting, that's the obvious factor, but it actually, you can generate so much confidence by beating a side with the quality of Inter Milan. 2 years ago, the Champions League final, and if we can get our Champions League campaign off and running with a win against the finalists of 2 years ago, what a statement that is in the Premier League, in the Champions League, sorry. That'd be brilliant, and I think that's a confidence boost. Substitutions from Manchester City, Ruben Diaz and Bernardo Silva, Portuguese lads coming on, and it's got to be John Stones, hasn't it? Surely. Could be a Kanji. Might need resting. It's Jackie Boy coming off for Bernardo Silva. 7 minutes to go plus injury time. Saw someone asking me how long do I think they'll be. I imagine 4 or 5 at least. I'll make one. It's mad how it's a City colour, isn't it? It's perfect. It's exactly like a City colour, isn't it? I love how it lights up as well. I don't want to overdo it though, because I find farts hilarious. Like, more than I should. It's an abnormal amount of humour that I find in them, to be honest. But welcome, Aaron. Good to see you, my friend. Just you've joined into the perfect time of the conversation. I've whipped out a fart gun, as mature as it gets here on Typical City. So Aaron joins the party. Hi, guys, and we're talking about farts. And this is to indicate how badly City have been playing in this game, which is symbolic. This noise is symbolic of our first half performance. There you go. But good to see you, Aaron. Hope you're good, mate. Chris, fuck. You've been to the game, mate. It's why you joined specifically for a fart update. Yeah, what's the feeling in the stadium, mate? Get in the chat. Let me know what the feeling like's in the stadium, because I know what it's like in the ground. You can come away from the ground, and the atmosphere can feel very different to when you get home and you hear the reaction of people who weren't at the game. And here come Brentford, by the way. Fuck, you know. 5 minutes to go, lads. I've been saying it all second half. This has got 2-2 written all over it. I'll just get the whistle blown now. I would take a 2-1. What was my prediction? I think I said 2-0 in my preview, and I just felt like it was going to good, composed chest from Kyle Walker, chesting it back to Edison there from a cross that could have been... He could have made difficult work of that, but he didn't. Devious is getting annoyed. If Brentford equalise... Haaland's in. Well, he's had to go wide of the goal, actually. And it's a good tackle from Pinnock. Haaland has lost the ball. Bernardo Silva bringing a bit of energy there, trying to close down, trying to bring a press to the game. Gundogan steps in. Well played, Ilkay. Bollocks, referee. And that's the first time I can honestly say the referee's made a mistake, but Gundogan did not foul him then. The referee's had nothing to do in this game, really. He's got everything spot on, and that includes the Savinho dive, which was a horrible watch. But, yeah, nice to say. You don't want to talk about the referee, do you? And when you don't talk about them, that means they had a good game. That's usually how you can identify whether the referee's had a good game, whether you say nothing about them. But Aaron says, very lacklustre today. First goal took the life out of the stadium. Crowd been quiet also. Doesn't surprise me in the slightest, mate. Doesn't surprise me in the slightest. There is an aura around the atmosphere at the Etihad Stadium now. There is a level of expectancy, isn't there? We go. The fans go to games now because of how good we are. The atmosphere has become a victim of our success. Gundogan winning the foul there. Good. Slow the game down a bit. But we go to games now just like, oh, entertain me. Entertain me. Goals, please. Goals. And the fans are there like, off with his head for a bad performance. Or, good goal, Erling. So the atmosphere is dead, really, like at the Etihad. And I mean, it was dying when I was there. And I mean, I've only stopped being a season ticket holder for... Oh, nearly great ball from Kevin De Bruyne. Gvardiol has been a thorn in the side of Brentford in this second half. He's come forward numerous times, nearly getting in. He got in one-on-one situation already and nearly got himself in another. But... yeah, no, the atmosphere's never been that good at the stadium. For some games, though, it's electric. It's electric. Oh, shit, hell. Brentford are coming forward here. Kyle Walker getting back. Never a foul, referee, and it's given it. Probably was. Probably was. What's going on with the Liverpool game, peeps? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Fabio Carvalho to take this free kick for Brentford. 2 minutes to go. I fear the fucking worst here. We're too busy looking at fucking... Well, I'm looking at Liverpool thinking, oh yeah, drop some points against Forest. Oh, Arsenal, drop points. Do our job. We've got to do our job, and we're not doing a good enough job of it. Here comes Brentford, and they're into the box. It's Norgard. Ooh, we nearly gave away a penalty there. It's not a penalty, it's a goal kick. But Gundogan a little bit... He stuck his foot out a little bit casually there. Left it lofting around here. Sticks his foot in the air there, Gundogan. Doesn't need to do that. No, it's not a penalty, though. It's not a penalty. Still 1-0, is it? No way. I mean, even a draw is fantastic. At Anfield as well. Unbelievable. Tell you what though, Pep, he sees the future, doesn't he? He knows what's coming. He said this is where the season starts, and it's clear. Like this was a really tough fixture, and we've got many more to come. 2 in the next 6 days. 7 actually. 8 actually, because it's Sunday, isn't it? Saturday today. Kyle Walker, mate. Touch was poor there. Lets it run out for a throw-in to Brentford. Seconds remain of the 90 minutes, but how much injury time will there be? Brentford have got to go for it now, so I feel like there's one more goal in this game. I feel like we could get it, but I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like, because they've come out, they're going to throw up all their men, and that 2 minutes, take that. Jesus Christ. 2 minutes? I'll have that, referee. Thank you very much. Still, 2 minutes, anything could happen. Haaland getting back. They're coming forward here. 2 minutes might be enough. 2 minutes might be enough. Coming forward, Shader brings it down. And he's got it down to the byline. It's Rorsleff. Crossed in, back post. And it's fucking nobody there. Fucking hell. Fucking back. Brentford are coming forward again though, seriously no. And Mbeumo into the box edge of the area. No! Just past the post. Jesus Christ. That was close, man. Ederson scrambling across and it goes just past the post. 1 minute of that injury time is gone. Mateus Nunes coming on, bit of time wasting here from Manchester City. It's these sort of substitutions that actually piss players off. You know, you are basically coming on to, they don't like it, and I don't blame them, but it's important. He has to understand it, Nunes. It's quite an offensive substitution. I wouldn't like it if I was a player being brought on for 30 seconds of football, but it's important for the team. You're doing it for the squad. You're doing it for the season. Just to get these 3 points on the board. Nothing silly. Just go on. Don't give the ball away. Mark your men if you have to. And just keep it strong. It's a strategical... Savinho's holding his hamstring and coming off. He's holding his right hamstring. He's obviously been working on that right foot because it's worn it out completely to the point where his fucking hamstring's gone. Could do without that. Forest wins. No way. Arnie Slot, he's back. Yay, Arnie Slot. The Klopp regime continues. Nunes closing down Flecken. Get fucking back, mate. Right, that'll do, ref. That'll do. That'll do. Big header from Ruben Diaz. Ross left those one chance here for Brentford. Gavardiol steps in. Win it, Nunes. That's why you're on the pitch, Nunes. Don't give it away. Well done, Nunes. God, I nearly gave it away and I nearly lost my rag with him then. But he didn't. Let's be fair. De Bruyne, get down to that corner flag. Well done, Kevin. Well done. There we go. There we go. Standing on the corner flag. Wait for the Brentford players to come and kick the ball. City throw. There we go. That should see the game out. That should see the game out, surely. Wow. Liverpool lose. Liverpool lose. Manchester City look like they're getting all 3 points. Arsenal heading to Tottenham in the North London derby. And there goes the full-time whistle. An ugly, ugly game from Manchester City. A scrappy win. A win nonetheless. 3 points on the board is all that matters for Manchester City. And I mean, we made hard work of it. We really did. That was a grim first half. Second half was, I wouldn't say a lot better, but it was significantly better than the first half. Couldn't do much worse, really. I mean, all the goals were scored in the first half, but that's all thanks to Erling Haaland. But we turned it around a bit in the second half. We looked better, but still. Problems have risen. They've shown their ugly head. Similar problems to last season as well have reared their ugly head again. And it's something for Pep to look at, but ultimately we've got the 3 points on the board while Liverpool have lost, so it's a fantastic day to be a Manchester City fan. It really, really is. And just as the stream is ending, Khalid has just absolutely dropped a bomb on the stream with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Khalid. You're an absolute legend. Mark gets one. Good. I'm glad you got one, Mark, because it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Mark. Nice little birthday present for Mark. 2, in fact. Manchester City win and a gifted membership from Khalid. Thank you very much, Khalid. You're an absolute legend, mate. Really appreciate that. Massive W's for Khalid in the chat. Deserved. But Erling Haaland, mate, he's just ridiculous, isn't he? I said in my preview, those words have echoed true once again. He is the difference maker at the minute. You look at the fact that hat-trick against Ipswich, hat-trick against West Ham. That's the difference between 0 points at West Ham, 1 point against Ipswich, and no points against Brentford, thanks to Erling Haaland. I think it's time, even City fans, when there will be a day that comes when Haaland doesn't score and he's anonymous. That day will come. I am promising you that day will come. He will have a bad game. Just remember this. Remember what's happened in the last 4 games. And it will happen again further into the season. I promise you it will happen again. Haaland will go missing for a game. And then maybe 2, maybe even 3. But he will come back and he'll fucking get a hat-trick and he'll shut everyone up who dared to criticise him. He's too good. He's too good to be criticised. And definitely by City fans now. We have to put respect on his name. And, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with saying you played bad when you played bad. But it's like, last season there were genuinely moments where people were saying, get rid. Like, yeah. If you've got a spare 250 million, yeah, get rid. If someone wants to buy him, yeah, if you've got 250 million, yeah, of course, mate, you can have him. Anything less, and you see you later. 200 million, maybe. But anyway, Blues, 3 points on the board. Liverpool have lost. Arsenal, come on, Spurs. Hey, what a weekend this could be. What a weekend. And it doesn't even feel bad because United won, does it? Do you know what I mean? They're almost irrelevant now. We don't even, like, consider them. They're just like a happy little bonus. Whenever they drop points, it's like, that's all they are. That's about it. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. And I'm going to do a match reaction after this, so I'm going to go into the detail. I'm going to grill some players. I think you know who. But come and join me for the match reaction. And thanks again. And Khalid, you're a legend for dropping those 10 gifted memberships at the end. Absolute legend, Khalid. Appreciate it, mate. And all of you as well, if you could drop a like on the way out of the video if you haven't already, please do. It really helps. And we got to 19.5, so road to 20k, as they say, is well underway. We're nearly at 20,000 on Typical City, and you guys have been an absolute... All of you have been legends to help me get there. Thank you so much. And join me for the match reaction. Player ratings in the morning as well. I'll try and get that. It's normally lunchtime because I have to watch the game back. I go through all the stats of each player, so it's not easy to get it out in the morning. Normally about lunchtime, but go and check that out when it comes out as well. There's going to be some bad scores in there, considering how the game went. But ultimately we won. Anyway, let's cut this stream and see you in the match reaction. If I don't, have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully Arsenal drop some points. Take care, Blues, and I'll see you in the next one.